Hi everybody, it's Amy from Temple Seeker here, and a lot of you have been asking me about my recent move to Mediavine Journey, which is an advertising platform if you didn't already know. I'm excited today to share with you a few insights to my blog statistics and to talk to you about how easy it was to get up and running on Mediavine Journey and whether or not it's worth it. A lot of bloggers are wanting to know this because it's quite the early stages. So people are eager to hear about the initial stats and payouts and things like that. So just to give you a bit of background to my blog is templeseeker.com, and it's a travel blog with a cultural niche. So I do a lot of historical sites, a lot of religious places, lots of churches, cathedrals, lots of old town architecture, lots of history walks, things like that. And I do predominantly solo female travel as well. And so that's the niche of my blog. To put you in the picture a bit, I started to get my blog really going up towards kind of just over 10,000 monthly page views, and then 15,000 after a couple of years of blogging. My blog is about 7 years old now, by the way. And I was just reaching the stage where I could apply for Mediavine. Mediavine at that time, I think they asked you for 25,000 sessions. I was getting close and I was ready to really go for it, and then COVID hit. And then obviously for 2 years, my blog was just not happening. For obvious reasons, like who wants to read a travel blog when you can't travel, right? So I managed to keep some momentum going throughout those two COVID years, the two difficult COVID years. A lot of it I was blogging about local places to visit, and I was blogging about previous travel rather than current travel in the now, which worked. I kept it ticking over, and I'm glad to say that my blog survived COVID, which unfortunately there are quite a lot of travel bloggers whose blogs did not survive COVID. They couldn't maintain the momentum without the inspiration. They felt very kind of negative about the future, and they ended up just closing their blogs or losing their domain names or whatever it might be. So anyway, after COVID, things started to go back up on my blog again. Pre-COVID, I was between 10 and 15,000 monthly page views. I thought, brilliant, I'll get on Mediavine. But no, because Mediavine during that time decided to increase their level for an application from 25,000 monthly sessions to 50,000 monthly sessions. So I thought, bloody hell, I've just got to a stage now where I'm nearly ready to apply, and they've done this. They've raised the bar. But thankfully, what Mediavine have done is they've brought out this program called Mediavine Journey, which is it's got a lower acceptance rate on your monthly page views or your sessions, by the way, because Mediavine is done on sessions and not individual page views. So the requirements are a bit lower. So they will look at your application. I think it's from 10,000 monthly sessions on your blog, which is good for newer bloggers or some of us longer term bloggers who haven't just quite made that Mediavine 50k threshold yet. So I applied to Mediavine Journey with about 19,000 monthly sessions. It took me ages to get approved. I think I was waiting over 8 weeks, if I'm honest. Prior to applying for Mediavine Journey, my blog Temple Seeker was on Ezoic, and it was bringing between $100 and $150 a month, not a lot. After COVID happened, I decided to completely take Ezoic off my website because it was slowing it down, and I decided to wait and not have any more monetization, no Google AdSense, no Ezoic, until I reached Mediavine levels. So thankfully, Mediavine Journey is what allowed me to get on earlier than that 50k sessions. So within my first kind of month on Mediavine Journey, my sessions are at around 15,000 monthly sessions, and I'm at around 24,000 monthly page views. So that's where I'm at with the blog. In the early days, I've actually got the stats here in front of me, so I can go right back. So my application was approved and I started on the 29th of June. So in the early days, my earnings were about $3 or $4 a day. And then I can also tell you about my RPM. If you didn't already know, RPM is revenue per mil. So how much are you going to earn per 1,000 page views? So my RPM in the first month started out at about $3.99, and then it went right up to $24.20, which I thought was really, really good. It's fluctuating at the moment between around 18 and 23 RPM. Bear in mind that I've got a predominantly UK audience, and then my second biggest is the US. That's the main geographical areas where my audiences are based. So looking at the payouts, I can see that my first Mediavine payout will happen on the 5th of October, and that's going to be $244.39. It's not a lot, but it's decent. It's enough for me to reinvest into the blog. The other thing to note is I didn't start with Mediavine until like a little bit further on, so I've got a few days missing in that month, which means that my first month is going to be smaller. It's growing steadily in the early stages. So although my first month on Mediavine Journey payout is $244, I would predict that my month after that will be somewhere between about 300 and 400 US dollars. So it's not a bad payout. That's the figures, that's the statistics and how much money we're talking. Also, I did want to share a little bit with you about the setup. So the setup of Mediavine Journey wasn't as simple and straightforward as I thought it was going to be, but it wasn't really that difficult, if I'm honest. You have to set up a Mediavine Grow account. So you need to install the Mediavine Grow plugin on your WordPress, and that will send the stats through to Mediavine to help them to decide whether or not to accept you. You want to make sure that you've got a good spread of different articles that are working well and getting a lot of traffic. So Mediavine still, even on Journey, probably won't accept the blogs where all your traffic is just coming from one article. They want a really good, healthy handful of different articles that are regularly bringing in traffic. So you need your stats on there. You need Mediavine Grow installed, and then the next difficult thing, which I thought was a bit of a pain, but I managed to do it through a plugin, is you need to add your ad script. What's very important is that you cannot have any other ads running alongside Mediavine. So if you sign up to Mediavine, either Mediavine Journey or the main Mediavine program, it is exclusive. So you can't have Mediavine plus another ad or have other ads on there at the same time. You need to go Mediavine exclusive. When I'd got it set up, the money started coming in within I'd say 3 or 4 days. And so it was really nice. And all I'm doing at the moment is working on growing the blog, and the money that is coming in from Mediavine Journey, I'm reinvesting back into the blog. So I might be using that money for maybe flights, train tickets. Also, sometimes I'll be using the money to reinvest into like Facebook ads, any social media advertising that I want to do. I've got a big drive on Portugal at the moment because all the Brits go to the Algarve, and we're into August now, so it's a very popular destination. Overall, in my opinion, is Mediavine Journey better than other options such as Ezoic or Google Ads, Google AdSense? I would say yes, definitely. I'm earning more. There's a higher revenue per mil. Although you might feel like you're waiting for an eternity when you apply to the program, bear in mind that there was a massive influx of applications at the beginning when it was new. So I would advise you to hold on, keep waiting for Mediavine Journey. It is really, really good. So if you've enjoyed this or you've got any questions, you can comment on my video down below. Make sure, please, that if you're not already signed up to my YouTube channel, get yourself signed up. I've got lots of blogging tips, lots of travel tips, and I'm happy to answer any questions that you've got. Just drop me a line, and thank you very much. I hope you have a wonderful day. See you later.